Hey, welcome to today's video on can I contribute to an IRA after retirement? You might be retired and wondering, hey, can I still put money into an IRA? And the answer, it might surprise you. A lot of people think that being retired means you can't contribute to an IRA anymore, but in some cases you can. And if you do it right, it can be a powerful way to keep growing tax advantaged dollars. So hang around for a little bit and we'll explain who qualifies, what the rules are, and one overlooked way that retirees can still move money around within their retirement accounts, even if you don't have a job. Let's take a look at a little bit of historical context to start. For decades, the rule was that there was no IRA contributions once you hit age 70 and a half. And then in 2020, we came up with the Secure Act 2.0, and that changed everything, and now you can contribute at any age. The key factor to whether or not you can contribute is earned income. So what is earned income is also a question that we get quite a bit. The basic rule is that earned income, it's income from earned wages, salary, self-employment. Basically, it's if you do a job and you get paid for doing that thing, you've got earned income. What does not count as earned income is a distribution from an IRA. That counts as ordinary income, but it's not earned. So just remember, earned income means I do a thing and I get paid for that thing. So since we're talking about earned income being the key to unlocking IRA contributions at any age, just know that if you're fully retired and you have no earned income, you typically can't contribute. So that would be I'm collecting Social Security and I'm taking money from a pension or I'm taking it from my IRAs. You probably can't contribute, but there are other things that you can do to improve your tax situation. IRA contributions are allowed at any age as long as you have earned income. Whether or not you get a tax deduction or some kind of a tax benefit depends on your income level and whether you or your spouse are covered by a workplace retirement plan. Roth IRA contributions are also allowed at any age with earned income. The phase-out limits apply. We talk about that in another video, but just know that you can contribute to a Roth IRA if you are making some earned income in retirement. And that can be, again, anything that you do where you do a job and somebody pays you for it. The benefit of a Roth IRA is that you get tax-free, tax-deferred growth with tax-free withdrawals, and there are no RMD requirements. Next, we'll take a look at what the spousal IRA is. So married retirees with no earned income can still contribute if their spouse is working. That's called your spousal IRA. If one spouse is working and has earned income, then you can both fund IRAs. The caveat is you can't fund with more than what you make. So if you're working part-time, let's say, and you make $5,000, you could not max out your IRA contribution for that year because the maximum allowable contribution to an IRA for a given year currently is $8,000 if you're over the age of 50. That's something to keep in mind, that if you make $5,000, you can't contribute more than that to your IRA. Now, same thing, so if you make $50,000, you can't contribute more than the maximum allowable amount to an IRA, which currently is $8,000. So what's another way that you can move money around without earned income? And the most common way that we help people do this and we see people looking at is doing what's called a Roth conversion. And so what is a Roth conversion? We covered that in another video, but essentially you're taking pre-tax money in an IRA or a 401k, and you're converting it, moving it from a pre-tax position to a Roth IRA, which is a post-tax situation where the growth is tax deferred and your distributions are tax-free. So the reason you can do this without a job is that it's not a contribution, but it's a way to shift money from that pre-tax to post-tax Roth environment. So it is a common tax strategy that people will use to help manage their income brackets as they get older in retirement, because Roth IRAs do not have a required minimum distribution. And with pre-tax money, you typically see that being forced income because you have to take it. Maybe you need it, maybe you don't. So that's where the Roth conversion possibly comes in as a part of tax planning for people. So why contribute to a retirement plan like an IRA or a Roth IRA after retirement? The traditional IRA, you're getting that potential tax deduction depending on your income. And if you're saving to a Roth IRA, you're saving into an account that has tax-deferred growth with tax-free distributions down the road. So in both cases, you're saving money into accounts that have preferential tax treatment, which might be beneficial to you later on down the road, either for you or for your heirs. So what are some of the mistakes to avoid? The biggest mistake we see is that people will try to contribute to a Roth IRA or to a traditional IRA without any earned income. They might have ordinary income because they're getting a pension or they're taking money out of an IRA and maybe they don't need all of it. So they'll try to contribute to an IRA or a Roth IRA for those retirement benefits. But just remember, ordinary income is not earned income. So earned income is you always have to do a job and get paid for it in order to be able to contribute to a Roth IRA. Another thing that we'll see is pretty common is that people will forget that there are income limits for direct contributions to a Roth IRA. Now, if you're in the situation where the income limit is a problem to contributing to your Roth IRA, please reach out because we can talk to you about how people are able to contribute to a Roth IRA indirectly, even if they're not able to contribute directly to them. So the answer here is, can you contribute to an IRA after retirement? The answer is yes, but only if you or your spouse still have earned income. And don't forget there are limits based on your income level. And even if you don't have any earned income and you can't contribute directly to a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA, you may be able to do some Roth conversions that can play a role in retirement strategy planning. So what's next? We've got a free retirement readiness checklist to use as a resource for you as you start to think through these things. But if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out for a personalized conversation.